YouTube. It's Children of the Destroyer, and we're gonna watch a Fat Files video. Wasn't sure which channel I was looking at. Probably should have known that. It's fine. This one is the best pizza place you've never heard of, Casey's General Store. So grab your snackies, grab your bevies, let me know what you eat or drink it down below, and let's get to watching.
I'm just going to level with you. I've been all over the United States since I started this whole YouTube thing, and the Midwest does not have a lot to brag about, but our gas station game is on point, and the rest of you guys are lacking. Today we're...
I don't know, man. Buc-ee's it's kind of taken over. Though I'm going to say this, Buc-ee's makes me feel very uncomfortable because I feel like I'm going into a cult situation, and I'm very paranoid about cults. So I do go there because it's either Buc-ee's or truck stops. That's where I go on road trips because the bathrooms are clean and I'm a lady, so I care about that. But I really just go in there and I'm like, talk to no one, just do your business, get out. But you know.
We're talking about Casey's General Store. It is the most American pizza place in the world, and it's masquerading as a gas station. If you don't live in the Midwest, you've probably never even heard of Casey's because they only operate in 17 states. But despite only
not a single one in my state. There's some in Tennessee, which I don't think I go that far into Tennessee, though, into that corner. Yep.
Only operating in 17 states. To show how dominant they are in their region, they are the third biggest convenience store chain in the country behind 7-Eleven and Circle K. And while they're technically not considered a pizza place, they have better pizza than any other chain pizza place in the United States. Yes, it's not just good gas station pizza. No, it's just good pizza. Funny. Look at me. I'm a 260-pound white guy that worked construction for a decade. I know good pizza. I am a pizza slut. I promise you, the pizza's delicious. And you don't just have to take my word for it. I can prove it mathematically. If you were to compare the top pizza chains in the United States and see which one made the most money by selling just pizzas, Casey's would be tied for 5th with Papa Murphy's. Last year, they sold 28.
I don't think I've ever had Papa Murphy's. But I do like pizza. And this is making me kind of want pizza. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
8 million pizzas and 70 million individual slices. And again, they only operate in 17 states with 2,600 locations. That's like 11,000 pizzas per year per gas station.
Favorite pizza? There's a local Italian place near me that I get pizza, followed by like Mellow Mushroom, followed by like Papa John's.
Not including the individual slices. And Casey's was able to achieve this market dominance with a brilliant business strategy that we're going to get into right after a word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by World of Warships, a massive free online game that's available pretty much everywhere, whether it's Windows, Mac, PlayStation, Xbox, where you get to play as a warship inside of a massive World War II style naval engagement. And the best part is these aren't just a bunch of random warships that they came up with. No, these are actual ships that either did or still do exist today.
Okay, I got a question. Are they either 1, characterized by anime girls, or 2, are they going to give me actual schematics that should not have been leaked to the public? If you know, you know.
Whether it's the USS Iowa, the USS Texas, a Fletcher-class destroyer, pretty much anything and everything that has existed is in this game. Or if you're into losing, you can play as the world's biggest shitty submarines, the Yamato or the Bismarck. Or you can get crazy and have me be the commander of your ship. Battle starts! Enemy battleship detected.
Oh, that's neat.
Torpedoes, direct front! Not only that, but most of their in-game events are actually centered around true historical events. This month's event is the 85th anniversary of Operation Dynamo, aka the Miracle at Dunkirk. So if you want to give World of Warships a try and partake in the...
Speaking of Dunkirk, did any of you watch that movie? I watched that movie. It made me cry.
Dunkirk 85th anniversary event, you can use code Dynamo1940, and that's going to get you a bunch of freebies. I'm going to have that code and a...
It's also Contact Collection. It's not just Azure Lane. It's also Contact Collection. Just saying. Broaden your horizons. There's 2 ship girl animes.
Link down below.
Games, animated games, whatever.
Oh, let's get back to the video. Okay, let me set the scene for you. You're unfortunate enough to be driving through the vast cornfield ocean that is the Midwest of the United States, and the only thing that breaks up this ocean of corn is the occasional soybean field, maybe a hog confinement,
or the Jesus or you are going to hell billboards. You know, if you are, you know, I was gonna say, are you in the South? Unless there's a Jesus billboard somewhere. But also, I feel like that is also true for the Midwest. I could be wrong though.
One of the thousands of tiny little towns that have a population of like 2,000 that are so small if you blink you're gonna miss them. Pretty much all of these towns are the exact same thing. There's only 4 businesses in these towns, okay? There's a post office, a dive bar, a Dollar General, and a gas station.
And the post office and the Dollar General are the nicest buildings in town. At least if we're going off what's like in the South. I just assume it's similar.
9 times out of 10, that gas station is a Casey's. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that is one of, if not the best gas stations on the planet. The only company that comes close is Quick Star, which is their main competitor inside of the Midwest. Okay, all the other regions in the United States, you guys don't hold a candle to the Midwest when it comes to the gas station game.
Sure.
Oh yeah, well Texas has Buc-ee's, and Buc-ee's is the biggest, best gas station ever because Texas, Okay, look at me. Look at me. Buc-ee's is cool. I like Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's has a cool business model. I'll do a video on them one day. But Buc-ee's is not a gas station. Buc-ee's is what happens when a Six Flags fucks a Walmart and then they have a massive parking lot that they threw some gas pumps in.
That's funny. To be fair, Walmart has gas stations too. They have gas pumps at Walmart now. So, like, yeah, okay. Yeah, all right.
Attraction, not a convenience store. There's nothing convenient about Buc-ee's, okay? You gotta park in a 1,000 spot parking lot, walk a quarter mile just to get into the store that's the size of a fucking department store just to find the food you want. I'm not looking to do that as a construction worker.
I'm not there for the food. I'm there for the clean bathrooms, okay? In fact, they have one, count them, one motherfucking, like, Coca-Cola. They have, like, multiple, like, I like fountain drinks, 100%. I like them. I don't know. They have multiple little fountain drink stands. One individual Coca-Cola one. One Coca-Cola one. I'm annoyed about it all the time. Anyway, they also, again, don't have beaver nuggets after morning. If you're there in the afternoon, you get chips. I want the stupid tater tots. I want the tater tots, okay? If I have the option, I want the tater tots. I don't want your stupid fucking beaver chips. I want the fucking tater tots. All right? They're tater tots and they're amazing. Tater tots are just superior. Fuck off. Okay? Just saying. Oh, the one in Tennessee had them in the afternoon? Good for you. The one near me that I go by all the time because I'm having to travel that direction all the fucking time? Only morning, because I've asked. I actually talked to somebody in what I felt like was Colt Town, USA, okay? Buc-ee's feels like a cult. They have chance, all right? I'm never going to get over this, okay? I tried very hard not to talk to anybody, but they have chance. It feels like a cult. I just want the tater tots and my Coke, and I just don't really want to talk to anybody, okay? I don't think that's... And the clean bathrooms. That's it. Quit saying you're a family. That's very cultish. Okay, bye.
Trying to get to work, okay? I want to walk 12 steps in, grab food, grab an energy drink and a coffee, walk the fuck out and go to work. I'm surprised Buc-ee's doesn't take your picture and then try to sell it to you on the way out like it was a roller coaster, because they do everything else an amusement park does. They basically have a fucking gift shop inside that gas station.
Hey, stop it!
I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. Our story begins in 1959 when Donald Lamberti, the founder of Casey's,
I like tater tots, okay? And I also like hash browns that are just basically big tater tots. If that makes sense to you. Okay? Like the preformed little patties. I like those. Yeah. Just saying. They don't have pizza, by the way, which is a shame. And a lot of their stuff is pre-made with like either relish or sauce or whatever. And I don't like things like that, so I don't get a lot of the food there.
Over his father's full-service gas station in Des Moines, Iowa. Now remember, this is the 1950s, so when I say full-service gas station, I mean they sold gas, and then they had like the little auto shop off to the side where you could go in, get your tire fixed, get your oil changed, and some dude would come out and pump your gas. It wasn't really a convenience store. They weren't selling food. They didn't have a bunch of snacks and drinks and all the bullshit. That's how things were back in the day. And eventually, somewhere over the course of the next 9 years, he decides, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of the auto shop. I'm gonna turn the auto shop into a convenience store. I'm gonna start making more money off of selling selling candy bars and drinks and food and shit, and it's outrageously successful. And then one day his buddy, Casey Fisher, the guy that comes by to fill up the gas tanks for his gas pump, says, hey, over in this town Boone, Iowa, not that far away, there's another full-service gas station that's struggling. You should take them over, turn them into a convenience store too, and do exactly what you did right here in Des Moines. It would probably go just as well. Now, Des Moines is the capital. It's the big city. In theory, it should be easier to have a successful business there just because of greater population density. Boone, Iowa is a tiny town that's got about 12,000 people, so he's concerned that a convenience store isn't going to be able to make it there, but there's only one way to find out. So he goes there, he takes over this gas station. It's like the only gas station in town, turns it into a convenience store, and holy shit, it's outrageously successful. And a wild turn of events that literally...
I will say, another thing for small towns. If you are a new thing in a small town, it is going to be outrageously successful and busy for a while. I don't know, it's not necessarily a long while, but for a set amount of time, it will be busy because it is the new thing. Because they're bored. Just saying. But also, they kind of need a gas station, right? Surprised if you're the only gas station in a town. I mean, even if it's a small town, though. I don't know.
Nobody could have seen coming. People that live in small towns also...
The beaver nuggets aren't the tater tots. They're puffed corn with brown sugar. Then what are the tater tots? The only ones I care about are the tater tots. I thought that's what they called it. It doesn't matter. I just want the tater tots. Beaver tots. No, I don't think that... Is that what they're called? Either way, I want the tater tots.
Like convenience and food. Holy shit, who would have thunk it? So while yes, this small town does have less people, which means less potential business, he also has literally no competition, so he just mops up. So he ends up naming that gas station Casey's after the guy that gave him the idea, and that becomes his new strategy for the business. He's not gonna try to go into the big metropolitan area and slug it out with all the big hitters and make a name for himself. No, he's just gonna go around to all these little tiny podunk towns, and he actually focuses on towns that have a population of 5,000 or less. And as time goes by, he's just opening up new gas stations left and right in all these little podunk towns. And then in 1984, one of these tiny little towns only had two businesses. They had a Casey's and they had a local pizza place. And that local pizza place went out of business. So the manager of that Casey's was like, fuck it, I'm gonna start making pizza inside the donut machine. Which makes a ton of sense because that entire community is used to only having one option for a restaurant to order warm food. Most of these families probably have pizza night. Like every Tuesday, our family buys pizza from this local pizzeria, and that's just our family thing. And that got taken away. So Casey's is gonna go in and fill that.
Man, Friday night pizza nights? That was like pizza in a movie, you know? I don't know. Miss those days.
Void. Right? This is what pseudoscientists, I mean sociologists would refer to as a food desert, and he is now going to be the only person selling food inside of this food desert. And people absolutely love it, so he ends up equipping every Casey's with a fully functional pizza kitchen. Now, as the decades go by, Casey's has basically covered the entire Midwest. They're absolutely everywhere except for inside these major cities, but they have these major cities completely surrounded. Now, in business, this would be called the backdoor or the beachhead strategy. It's not always a good business.
Okay, wait. It involves focusing initial efforts on a specific smaller market segment or niche to establish a strong foothold before expanding to larger, more competitive markets.
Business idea for a lot of retail locations, like Toys R Us, for example. You wouldn't build a Toys R Us out in a town that's got 2,000 people. It just doesn't make any sense. But it works with gas stations, and it's exceptionally brilliant. And that's because if things are going good, what do cities do over time? They expand, they get bigger. Especially cities in the Midwest, because they're smack dab in the center of the country, right? Cities that are on coastlines can only expand one direction. They can't expand into the ocean. Cities in Florida are stuck on a fucking peninsula. Where are they gonna go? Manhattan's on an island, whereas the cities in the middle of the country can expand out in every direction. And they've been doing that a ton for the last 3 decades because all of the big businesses are moving headquarters and factories and warehouses into these central locations because it makes logistics easier because you're smack dab in the middle of the country. Now, it's only a 2-day drive to either coast instead of being stationed in LA and having to ship shit all the way to New York. You want...
The land is also cheaper. The land is also cheaper.
to be centralized. So these Midwestern cities like Des Moines, for example, are expanding rapidly, and all the gas station businesses that are inside the city that have been operating there forever are having trouble expanding because they're completely fucking surrounded by Casey's. And Casey's is not only making a fuck ton of money by A, being there first and already having a stronghold with a loyal customer base, but as that city expands and absorbs these smaller towns, the property values go through the roof, so the value of their location, just real estate wise, is skyrocketing. Not only that, but you know who has to show up to let the city expand? Construction workers. So now they have entire construction crews leaving the city, going out to these tiny little towns 15, 30 minutes outside of town, and they're building, you know, a new housing development or a bunch of new buildings. Guess where they're going for breakfast and lunch every single day?
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
The only place they can go, the gas station that sells pizza. And it's even funnier if you're another gas station trying to compete with them, because as you send out your construction crew to build your Quick Star or your Holiday or your Circle K or whatever the fuck, guess where your construction workers, as they're building your gas station, are going to get pizza at lunch? Fucking Casey's.
Thirsty?
Circle K.
They've been playing the long game for decades, and it's starting to pay off. And because of all of this, the pizza at Casey's has developed this cult following. Like, it is a Midwestern icon to get Casey's. The pizza at Casey's.
Okay. We're doing sauce, toppings, and then cheese. All right.
Has developed this
Why not?
cult following. Like, it is a Midwestern icon to
It's a surprise if you don't get what you want.
get Casey's pizza at this gas station. Like I already said, they're literally tied for 5th for Papa Murphy's for the biggest pizza chain in the United States. They sold $700 million in pizza last year, which doesn't even make sense
I want to try some of this pizza. He's doing a good job making me want to eat this pizza.
when you consider they're only operating in 17 states with 2,600 locations. How is that even possible? Well, it's because they figured out how to sell pizza fast and all day long. Casey sells all your normal pizza, your pepperoni, your supreme, your meat lovers, but on top of that, they sell different pizzas. They sell taco pizza, they sell barbecue brisket pizza, and most importantly, they sell breakfast pizza. It is a pizza with cheese sauce, scrambled eggs, and then either bacon or sausage, and it's fucking delicious.
This some serious gourmet shit.
So not only are they the only pizza chain in America that's figured out how to sell pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they also copied Little Caesars by having it hot and ready because they sell pizza by the slice. You can literally go to Casey's on your way to work, grab breakfast pizza and a coffee, then go back there for lunch, grab pizza and an energy drink, and then hit them up on your way back home too. Trust me, I've done it. And that's what makes it the most American pizza place on the planet. Not only can you eat pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner like the Lord intended, it's the only pizza place you can go
Like the Lord intended. Listen, you eat nothing but pizza like God wanted.
to on your way home from work and get all the necessary ingredients to go home and get fucked up. Okay, Domino's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, I can't go there, get a pizza for the family and then a 40 and some rolling papers or a case of Busch Light and some Grizzly long cut wintergreen. It's convenient as fuck and the pizza's better. On top of that, you could probably meet your future spouse there. Okay, I see it all the time on the internet. Women being like, oh, where do I find a good hardworking blue collar guy? Blah, 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 blah. Listen to me. Get off fucking Tinder, quit going out to nightclubs, get your ass up at 6 o'clock in the morning, drive to the nearest gas station.
Excuse me? 6 a.m. You want me to get up at 6 a.m.? You know what? I'm not trying to find a blue collar man. Not if I have to go. I'm not getting up at 6 a.m. to go to the gas station and hang out. 6 a.m. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Bless all of y'all. Thank you so much, those of you who do that. I was not made to wake up that early. Half the time, I'm not even asleep yet. That's crazy.
Sells good breakfast food. Let some air out of your tire. Wait for the dudes in the high-vis shirts and dirty work boots to go walking in on their way to their construction site. Pick the one that you think is attractive and walk up to him and be like, oh, excuse me, could you help me air up my tire? Blah, 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 blah. He's gonna do it. And if he doesn't have a wedding ring and seems nice, ask him for his fucking phone number. The end. The absolute worst case scenario is that dude tells you he has a girlfriend and you made his day because he's been hit on twice in his entire life and he's going to remember this for the rest of forever. And then you show up to the same gas station the next morning and do it again to another guy till you find the one that's available. Go ahead and send the wedding invitation to my P.O. box. You're welcome. Okay, and I know what you're thinking, but Chubby...
Send the wedding invitation to my P.O. box. I will be there. You are welcome. Call me Cupid. Oh my God.
Electron guy, it's just gas station pizza. No, it's not just gas station pizza. It's literally better than any other major pizza chain in the country. It's got such a cult following that when David Portnoy, you know, the Barstool sports guy that goes around.
Oh, that looked messy. Whatever he ate. I hope that wasn't Casey's. I hope that was just like a random thing to show him because that looked messy and terrible.
It's got such a cult following.
No, this is Saint something. It
That
says.
when David Portnoy, you know.
Look at that. I don't know. What is this? Surely that's not pizza. What is that? It's
The Barstool sports guy that goes around the country doing pizza reviews.
I'd eat this pizza. Look at this one.
Came to Iowa for college football and asked for the best pizza place in town. He overwhelmingly got told Casey's gas station and went there and did a pizza review.
One bite everybody knows the rules. Gas station
Oh, it's floppy.
pizza, Casey's General Store, Iowa. Too bacony.
Too bacony?
Too bacony.
Huh?
It's all right.
Huh?
I mean, it's all right. I don't know. 5.2.
Oh!
Okay, now to be fair, that doesn't do a whole lot of good for my argument that the pizza's fantastic, but I think we can all agree that's a dog shit review. How in the fuck are you gonna order a bacon pizza, take a bite, and go, it's too bacony? What is happening right now? Okay, that's the only person in the history of forever that's ever been mad there was too many toppings on top of a pizza. It doesn't even make sense. It's like getting home with your wife from date night.
The dude didn't seem like he was the kind of person I wanted to hang out with. I'm gonna be honest with you. Listen to his voice. It doesn't seem like he has enjoyment in anything.
Too bacony.
Too bacony?
Too bacony.
Huh?
It's all right. I mean, it's all right. I don't know. 5.2.
No, thank you.
Oh!
Okay, now to be fair, that doesn't do a whole lot of good for my argument that the pizza's fantastic, but I think we can all agree that's a dog shit review. How in the fuck are you gonna order a bacon pizza, take a bite, and go, it's too bacony? What is happening right now? Okay, that's the only person.
So I'm laughing at Ray in chat who's like, oh, it's like Charles were rating anime openings. Fair. I'll take that. I'll take that burn. That's funny.
In the history of forever that's ever been mad there was too many toppings on top of a pizza. It doesn't even make sense. It's like getting home with your wife from date night and being like, honey, it's too wet. Imagine going to a Ferrari dealership, buying a Ferrari, and then calling them up the next day and be like, guys, this car's too fast. Yeah, that's the fucking point. The bacon pizza is supposed to taste like motherfucking bacon.
The snozberries taste like snozberries. Ew. These carrots taste musky. Oh, damn Oompa Loompas!
Thankfully, he's not the only pizza reviewer that's done this. For some reason,
Well.
Casey's has such a cult following that tons of people have reviews of them sitting in their cars outside of a Casey's because they stopped to review Casey's pizza.
I'm gonna be honest. Where are the people that are just reviewing like boring ass pepperoni? I feel like if you're gonna review pizzas, like if you're gonna be like, I'm the pizza review guy, sure. Start at the fucking pepperoni or the cheese. Give your review of that one, and then you could get one of the fancy ones. You know? You gotta start with the general, everyone has this pizza, and then you get fancy.
As they were passing through, and almost all of them absolutely love it. So yeah, that is Casey's, the third largest gas station chain in the country and the fifth most successful pizza chain in the country, despite the fact they're technically not even a pizza chain. They accomplish this in two ways. One, they have a gimmick. They're a gas station that sells outrageously good pizza, and two, they played the long game with the beachhead strategy. Rather than competing head-on with their competition, instead, they elected to go around the outside, develop fortified positions.
Round the outside, round the outside. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, start with your cheese or your pepperoni, the typical what people order on the general en masse, and then you review that one, and then you can review the Baconator pizza or whatever the fuck.
all around them. And then as that enemy finally did try to expand, Casey's made a killing not only selling food to their construction crews to build their gas stations, but in their real estate pricing. And when the time came, they already had a loyal customer base that was in that area. So if you're ever in the Midwest and you see a Casey's, stop in, grab a slice of pizza. It's not a gas station that sells pizza. It's a pizza place that sells gas. Thank you for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch.
Deborah, war crime's the first crime. For some reason, Italy doesn't have pepperoni. Listen, I have been to Italy. They have They have the margarita pizza, okay? That's just what you're gonna get.
Merch over the fatelectrician.com.
On
Quack
healthcare
bang.
provider.
Out.
Out. Be the
You see,
bigger
the real
bully.
fat guy move is to actually go and order taco pizza with no lettuce, no tomatoes, and no sour cream, because then it's basically just a beef, onion, and bean pizza with Doritos on top, and it's fucking delicious.
You might hate me. That does not sound like a good time to me. That is not a good time Chelsor time, you know? It's not a good Chelsor time. Just give me a pepperoni, please. I'm very boring when it comes to food for the most part, even though I'm very opinionated on it. Just give me a pepperoni, okay? Thank you. Appreciate ya.